Red light is on. Episode 109.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
We're live.
We're live. Welcome to episode 109 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, Eric Seagriff.
And Chicka J Money.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm good.
You're good. You got the AG1 going today. Use code Rogan to get...
No. Use Huberman. Use Huberman.
Use code RDP for 90% off AG1.
Yeah, I wish.
It's good. It's great for the mind.
I wish they would sponsor us. I fucking love AG1.
Yeah? Are you cutting down on the coffee?
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't need coffee.
No.
I'm dead serious.
You're done with it.
I drink it because I like having a coffee.
Yeah.
I'll have one. But there's lots of days now where, like, I just forget to have a coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I make this and I do other shit.
Yep.
And I start going, and then, like, by the time it's like 1 p.m., and I'm like, oh, I haven't had a coffee today. And it doesn't matter.
Huh.
Yeah, it's weird.
Was it just full of vitamins and
Yeah, it's just full of good shit for you.
full of good shit?
Yeah, it's fucking...
You and the health kick. You're
What do
looking
you mean?
good. Well, you got the swoop strap. You got the
Whoop.
whoop strap.
Yeah, Swoop's the airline.
Oh, yeah, it is. Shitty airline.
It's cheap.
Yeah, that's the one that'll fly you to Halifax for like $90.
Yeah, I'm flying to and from Kingston, Jamaica with... Oh, it's either them or, like, Swift or something. Anyway.
Straight out of London?
No, I'm flying out of Toronto.
Okay.
But it's costing me... I think it's $400 round trip.
Yeah.
Like, it's nothing to fly into
You
Kingston.
gotta be careful, though. Those budget airlines, so they're very prone to cancellations.
Really?
Yes. You gotta be careful. Because they have to fill the plane to make any money at the price. So if they're, like, less than 3/4 full, they'll cancel it.
What?
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Do you get, like, insurance on it? That you get your money back if the flight doesn't work?
I don't know.
Okay. Look into that. Not to like kill your vibe on it, but just be careful.
Well, okay, yeah. We'll talk about it. So, I'm going to Cuba in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And then
You're gonna restart the revolution down there?
I am Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Do I not
You're
look
Batista.
like it? Yeah, I'm Jose Batista.
No, the wrestler Batista.
Oh, no. Yeah, fair enough. And then also... Yeah,
Jamaica.
then I'm going to Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah. An international man.
Yeah. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
That's me.
You better
Not
bring
the
back
piggy.
some goodies from Cuba.
Like what?
Like what? What goodies could Cuba have?
Like leather shit? that
No,
they
they're
make?
like 6 inches long.
Oh, you want
about-
cigars? Yeah. Okay.
No, Cuban dick. No. Yeah, Cuban cigars. If you can bring some back, that'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, I'll bring back some cigars and
Rum.
rum. Yeah,
Yeah.
rum's cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, cigars are still expensive down there.
Yeah, that's fine, but they're Cubans.
Yeah, they're Cuban. You can get Cuban here.
Yeah, but like I feel like they call them Cubans here, but you can't be sure.
They are.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you go to a fucking, like,
No,
tobacconist.
I go to the res.
Yeah, that's...
You buy the cigars on the res that have a big picture of Castro.
And they say they're Cuban.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not. They're Cuban-inspired.
They've got a Cuban guy on the res,
Yeah.
rolling native tobacco.
Yeah, no. It's, they're still expensive down there. Like, I was shocked. They're still, like, $12 a cigar.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
So it's
lovely.
like, wow.
They're lovely.
And my favorite, though, is that you'll get guys who don't know fucking dick about cigars, and they're like, yeah, I got this box of Cuban, like, of Cohibas,
Mhm.
and it was $20 for the box. And
I
I'm
don't
like,
think that's
those are fake. And they're like, what do you mean? And it's like, people don't understand that that's their business. So they figured out how to be fraudulent.
Yeah.
If you go to Cuba, this is something I know from Cuban people. If you buy a box of cigars and it's $20, they're not Cohibas. They're banana leaf that's rolled and they chop and roll banana leaf. They take time to make it because it makes them money and it's free product to them.
There's no tobacco at all?
There's no tobacco. It just tastes like that, and they dry it and shit. They have places that use tobacco. Or
No
they
way.
Use banana leaf. Yeah, they dry it and they roll it into fake cohibas.
That's awesome. Good for them.
Yeah, it's
Proud
brutal.
of them.
It's brutal. And they're like, guys will come back and be like, yeah, have this. Oh, yeah, it's so good. And you're like, this is the worst fucking cigar I've ever
It's like
had.
dripping oil.
Oh, shit, dude. It's terrible. And guys think it's a cohiba, and they're like, this is amazing. It's like, you've just never smoked
Yeah,
cigars.
but cigars are like wine, where like it takes a long time to actually know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
You gotta smoke a lot of cigars.
You got to smoke a lot of cigars, and you got to drink a lot of wine to like figure out what you're actually talking about with wine.
Yeah.
Most shit wine is still pretty nice.
I disagree.
Yeah, to most people though is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. I've drank
Right?
a
Like
lot of wine.
you can have like your $9 bottle of wine, swirl it around in the glass, listen to it or whatever.
Listen to it.
You ever see the people listen to it?
No.
They'll swirl it, they'll sniff it, and then they'll hold it up to their ear and they swear they can hear the tannins.
Saying what?
Drink me.
Yeah, like those people
I'm
are
gonna
crazy.
give you a headache.
Yeah. Yeah, cheap wine. Oh my god.
I like
That's
wine. I think I've figured out that red wine is my favorite alcohol.
Yeah, I love wine.
It's my favorite alcohol, but I don't drink it a lot.
You know what kills me is a great way to test if it's cheap wine or not. Like if it's good wine or it's shit wine, drink a whole bottle. And then if you have a fucking pounding headache the next day, it's cheap wine.
Yeah, which the brands you really want to look out for? Barefoot, that's good.
Bodacious.
Wild Vines.
Yeah.
That's the good stuff. Anything that says sangria, girls' night out.
Girls' night out. Yeah, those are all really high-end wines.
Look for a girls' night out Moscato. That's a great time.
I love that when people are like, "Oh, I drink Bodacious. It's good stuff." I'm like, "That is sugar," and they spike it with vodka.
That's just a like vodka juice.
Yeah, like it doesn't. It's not made like wine, so they don't have enough alcohol concentration.
Do they really spike it with vodka?
Yeah, it's spiked with vodka.
So fucking
Yeah.
gross.
It's brutal. I gotta blow my nose. Hold up.
And we're back.
Sorry, my penis hurts.
Chris just had to crank one in the bathroom.
Oh,
Now we're
gosh.
back.
So I'm glad I got that out. It was weird. Your cat got in there.
Anyways,
Yeah.
what's been up with you, man? How you been?
I've been all right, man. What have you been doing?
Not too much.
What's new? What's new in life? How's the kitchen?
The kitchen's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Fine.
I'm not stressed all the time.
You look healthy today. You don't work.
Do I look
today.
healthy?
Yeah.
I don't work today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I am thrilled. It's my first 2 days off in a row in like 4 months.
What are you gonna do?
Record some podcasts, jerk off, and play video games.
Nice.
As God intended.
Yeah, that's the way to live.
That
your
is
life.
what days off are for.
Yeah, city skylines and
City
fucking-
skylines. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, and just beat it occasionally.
Just beat it.
Hit pause and beat it like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's like you know in Spider-Man, the Green Goblin, like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
What?
The first Spider-Man movie with Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin.
Okay.
There's like the Green Goblin mask sitting on the chair, and it's like whispering to Willem Dafoe, and he's trying to make him a villain. Mm-hmm. That's like me. I'll be playing games, and then I'll just, you should jerk off. And I'm like, yeah, you know what? I should.
I should. Let me just.
Let me hit pause quick.
And you got this setup. I know you fucking put that screen right up to your face, and you're like,
Right
I'm
up.
in the world. Wow.
Yeah, I scale it up so that it's like life size. Like this is the size of what her boobs would actually be.
And then what? You can scroll around in there.
Yeah, that's
Wow,
what I
that's
do.
kind of cool. Good for you.
Yeah, the Goon Cave. We're in here.
I was looking something up.
Okay, what are you looking up?
So I've been trying to find it in. I can't figure out if it's totally done, but I was trying to find it in grocery stores. Do you remember Patty King?
No, it's Patty King. Is that Jamaican patties?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah?
They're gone.
No, I love Jamaican patties.
Me too. I know. And I went to buy some.
Yeah?
So I wanted some Jamaican patties.
Yeah.
And the brand Patty King is gone. So now it's like these half-assed Jamaican patties.
Don't bother if they're half-assed.
I know.
Brutal.
It was not good.
No.
No.
You know what? I had the worst Jamaican patties of my life like 3 weeks ago.
Where?
The Big B.
You got hungover Jamaican patties?
No, I got drunk Jamaican patties.
Yeah, they're brutal.
At the Big B. Jamaican patties should be warm.
Yeah.
They keep theirs in a fridge, and they're just like, there you go.
Oh, that's gross.
And it's like 90% tough pastry with
no.
like a little nugget in there.
Yeah, that's brutal.
And we're all drunk, and we go to this Big B, and we go in there, and we're like, fuck, 8 Jamaican patties, boss. And he's like, okay. Like, nobody buys these, okay. They could have been 3 weeks old.
Did they get you sick?
No, but I didn't. Well, I was drunk, so who knows?
Did you like shit like a motherfucker next
Yeah,
day?
but I usually do when I drink, so it could have been either or.
That's fair.
But like, yeah, they were fucking awful.
That's fucked up.
Like, you know when it's old pastry, you bite it and it just like turns to sand in your hand?
Yeah, shit Jamaican patties will do that though.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
fucking there's nothing. Okay, there's like certain tiers of drunk food. Right? Donaires. That's like an S tier.
Donaire is fucking the bomb.
It's the bomb. Shawarma.
Yeah,
Great.
Very high, yeah.
Jamaican patties. Awesome. Slightly below that, like poutine, I guess. Hot dogs. Oh, a dime.
That was in my sock.
What the fuck? Just carrying it around with you all day?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's like certain tiers. Good Jamaican patties are way up there. It's the best. It's
Dude, they're fucking
handheld.
awesome.
Yeah.
They're fucking delicious little... like it's
Just
like
pockets
it's
of
like
love.
beef poo in the middle of
I know.
Yeah, the middle
It
of
is the
tasty-
consistency of poo.
Yeah, it is soft poo. Soft poo consistency.
I'm sorry about your patty kings.
Well,
We are
fine.
losing lots out of the grocery stores. We're losing.
actually
We've lost
are.
Hostess.
fully?
I think so. I think
No.
Hostess is pulling out of Canada.
Like, we live in a communist country.
Communism is when you can't get Twinkies.
Yeah,
anymore.
it is. We're approaching full communism.
Because we're not allowed to have Twinkies anymore.
Do you remember when they tried to get rid of them?
What do you mean?
They were going to close Twinkie.
Why would you close Twinkie? That's such a fucking money-making brand. They can't cost anything to make.
They were going
They're
to...
barely food.
A few years ago, they were going to close Twinkie, and then people went out and bought a bunch of Twinkies, and were like, there you go, there's fucking sales you wanted. Don't close.
Well, I think everyone looks fondly on Twinkies. Like, oh yeah, Twinkies
But
are
don't
great.
get 'em
But
all
no
the
one
time.
ever buys a Twinkie.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can bake them. Like a pound cake.
What do
You
you
ever
mean?
see that? People like arrange Twinkies as like a little, like in a circle.
Yeah.
And put like filling in the middle, and then they'll bake it so the Twinkies get like a brown crust on the top, and then you use the Twinkie to pick up the filling in the middle.
That's kind of cool.
That's like, it's like a super 70s thing to do, I think, like whipped cream and shit.
Let's make some Twinkies.
Yeah. Like
You
fucking
wanna
what
make a
else they
Twinkie
got?
cake?
Yeah, I'll make a Twinkie cake.
Yeah, that's so dope.
Twinkie cake sounds like a nickname I'd give a
For a
friend.
gay guy. Yeah. Yeah, it does.
There's my Twinkie cake.
Yeah, what's going on, Twinkie cake?
It's like a nickname you call your buddy in front of his girlfriend.
Yeah. So that she forever questions is like, was he gay?
Yeah, we got a guy.
Like, yeah.
His nickname's Girthquake.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
call him Girthquake all the time.
Yeah.
And the people unassuming are like, oh, damn. You don't get that nickname. You earn that nickname. You don't just get that one.
Girthquake. It's so fucking good, honestly.
In referring to the size of his penis is what we're going for.
Yeah,
here.
we're talking about how large his girthy penis is.
He listens, too.
Does he?
Yeah. So shout out
Oh,
Girthquake.
thanks for listening.
Yeah.
That's really nice of you.
Send us an
Oh,
email.
okay.
with
I
your
know.
hobby.
I have something to do. Speaking of speaking to you people out there. I was
To the
in
people.
Shoppers the other day, and I feel so fucking bad, so I'm going to shout this out.
Yeah?
Do you think I can use people's full names? I couldn't find them on social media. I ran into a guy. He came up. He was like, put your hands up. And I was like, oh. And I thought it was a different guy, and I didn't recognize him at first because I was fucking stoned at Shoppers Drug Mart.
Yeah?
Yes. And I didn't recognize him. Then we had a really awkward encounter. I feel really bad. And then I left, and I felt so stupid. I was just stoned. I'm like, oh my God. David Gutierrez, I saw him at Shoppers, and I did not recognize you. I'm so sorry. I've worked with him for years, like really good guy, and I just feel like shit for not recognizing him at all. And yeah, so I can't find him. I don't have his number or anything. If anyone still talks to Goody, tell him that Goody be coming for your booty.
Is that his thing?
That was Goody's coming for your booty. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and like...
That's got to be one of the worst feelings when you don't recognize someone.
It was... Dude, I
They come up, they're like, hey, Josh, how you doing? I'm like, hey, you?
Dude, I was like, hey,
buddy?
Were you with Devin the other day? And he's like, who's Devin? Like, I actually don't know who you are. And then I was like, oh, never mind. And then it was so awkward. And then he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, have a good one. Goodbye. And
This is a life lesson. Don't leave your house stoned because everybody knows and you look like an ass. Because that went way cooler in your head than it was.
Oh, it was
because he came up to you and was like, hey, and you took like 5 seconds of just staring at his face. And you're like, I don't know you, goodbye. And then awkwardly shuffled away. I know that's what it was.
Oh, it was brutal.
Were you doing a snack run too?
Yes. Yeah, dude. And I was fucking stoned. It was terrible. I feel so bad. Anyone who listens, please shout out, like, contact that guy. Give him my phone number. I'm sorry. God, it was so embarrassing.
You're never lower than during a treat run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What are you doing here? Buying garbage.
I'm wearing my loosest, thinnest sweatpants.
Yeah.
Wearing a shirt with stains on it.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck.
It's brutal.
I'm here for Doritos and shredded cheese.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest to anyone. If you see me in a Shoppers Drug Mart, don't talk to me.
Yeah, because you're not there on good business.
No, just leave me alone. I'm either there to get fucking, like, meds for some disease that I have.
Christian Griffity, your anal cream is ready.
Yeah. Or I'm there to get snacks. Those are the only reasons I go.
Yeah. What else is there to do at a fucking Shoppers?
What else are you doing at Shoppers Drug Mart?
That is like, I think people look at Shoppers with a bit of Canadian pride the same way we look at like a Tim Hortons.
Oh, do they not have Shoppers in the States?
No, that's
it's like a Rexall. It's the same as like a Rexall.
Yeah, Walgreens or whatever.
Yeah, Walgreens. Yeah.
But Shoppers kind of fucking suck.
Yeah, they do.
They're fucking awful, and I get a headache every time I'm in there.
And I'm on board with the protest of just steal their fucking bananas.
Why would you steal the bananas?
Steal a banana, because you got to do their checkout. Man, I have not been into a Shoppers. I've not been into a Shoppers for probably a year now, where they have, like a cashier.
Yeah.
It's always that.
This is my biggest boomer take.
If I'm self-checking out, then I'm fucking taking shit.
Yeah, well, that's the easiest way to steal shit. Plus, I don't work there.
I'm not an employee. Give me a fucking T4 at the end of the year then.
Yeah, I'm not trained on this equipment.
Yeah.
I haven't been through the safety protocols.
You know what?
I can hurt myself.
I want a fucking tax return for doing self-checkout, you fucking assholes.
If they gave like a 10% discount on self-checkout, I'd be hitting that bitch every time.
Yeah, sure. But that's totally reasonable because you're not paying for anything. Yeah. You're not paying for, like, staff.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't know why they're like, for your convenience, you can do all the work.
Yeah, what the fuck is that for my convenience?
Yeah, no, this is my biggest boomer take. That, and I hate QR code menus.
Yeah, when I sit down at a restaurant, they say scan the table. I'm like, why don't you get fucked?
No. Yeah. Give me a piece of paper.
I told
I don't want to look at your menu on my tiny phone screen.
No.
I want to be able to point at stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I want pictures of the food on the menu. That's when you know you're in a good spot.
That is how you know you're in a good spot. Love those Thai food places.
Yeah, pictures. Or faded pictures on the wall.
Oh, fuck
like the menus above where you order and there's like the faded pictures up there. That's what you gotta get.
Yeah.
Or it's blatantly stock pictures. That's good too.
Yeah, when it's not theirs, but it is the idea.
Yeah, it's a hot dog. It's not what they're making back there because that hot dog is on like a butcher block table with fresh lettuce.
And that's not what
you're giving me a red hot in a dollar store bun.
Yeah, in a 1 day from expiring Wonder Bun.
Yeah, you know how hard it is for a Wonder Bun to expire?
Dude, no joke. I kept I kept a thing of Wonder Bread, like white Wonder Bread.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to use it to go carp fishing, and I kept it in my garage.
Okay.
In the dark, in the garage, for over a year. I lost it in my stuff.
Okay.
Because, like, I have all my shit in there, all my fishing stuff, right? So I had, like, a bin that sometimes I would just take the whole bin.
Yeah.
Because if I got a big fish or whatever, like, say I was out and I hit a fucking big pike, I'd just throw it in that bin.
Yeah.
So I wasn't rolling around my car.
Right.
So I would take that, but I'd, like, put it back, and then I didn't fish for a while. Or I, like, didn't use that fishing stuff for a while.
Right.
And I opened it up, and I was like, oh my God.
Wonder Bread.
I was hanging out with my mom, and I'm like, open this fucking thing up, and I'm like, yo, there's Wonder Bread in here. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be so fucked. And I open it,
Yeah.
and I look in the bag, and it looks like brand new Wonder Bread. So I go in, and I'm like, hey, Mom, come here. What are you doing? Come look at this. Tell me you ever seen this before. Swear to God, this fucking thing was like fresh.
Like squishy still?
Squishy, smelled like brand new bread.
That's awesome.
Like
Good for us. We figured that out. I don't want to think of how we did that, but that's got to be up there with like instant noodles for like being able to provide food to people.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
It was fucked up. I'm not joking. I pulled out pieces and like sniffed them like,
yeah,
and they were like totally fine.
Damn.
And the expiry date was, I think, like 10 months before.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it turns out if you keep Wonder Bread in the dark and kind of cool, it just doesn't go bad.
I, for a while, refused to buy Wonder Bread because I was a bit of a snob about it.
Yeah.
Where I was like, no, I'm buying 18 grain artisanal rye. I'm that guy.
It goes
I buy nice
bad
bread.
really
It goes
fast.
bad in 2 days.
Yeah.
Right? And then one time, I needed bread, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just get Wonder Bread. Whatever. Kind of sucks. I made myself peanut butter and jam on Wonder Bread and almost bust a nut. It's so good. It's so good.
You know what I've switched
to? I was
to?
like, oh my God, there's sugar in this.
Tons.
Like, oh, this is what bread should be.
Yeah, there's tons of sugar. You know, the only thing that I eat now is sourdough.
Yeah.
That's all I have for bread.
Get some Wonder Bread.
No.
It'll bring you right back. It's the
I know,
only
I
loaf
know.
they can sell, and me like extend a loaf. Because it won't go bad by the time you get to the end of it.
That's true.
I fucking love it.
Now, I go with the sourdough because it's good for your gut. Fermenting foods is good for your belly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be eating sauerkraut.
Sauerkraut. I got
Kimchi.
some sauerkraut. Yeah, kimchi.
Fucking love it. Like, my
Do
favorite
you try
food...
to eat probiotics? You try to, like, get
No, I don't eat
probiotics?
yogurt.
Like, yeah, but other probiotics?
Like, I eat fermented and pickled food all the time.
You should have, like,
It's my
don't
favorite
heat
kind.
it, though. Don't heat it.
No. It's my favorite kind of foods, though.
Yeah. It's good for you.
It's
good
the
for your
best.
belly.
It's awesome.
Yeah, people, go eat some fermented foods. Improve your gut microbiome.
Get some fermented fish.
What?
Yeah, you ever see that?
No.
Fucking Scandinavian shit. They ferment fish.
That's gross.
It's horrible. I think it's like surströmming or something like that.
Oh, the Swedish thing that...
Yeah,
that,
it's like
it literally
fermented
is like a
herring.
gag there, yeah.
Well, no, they love it.
No, because they also open it and puke at how bad it smells.
But why do they keep making this stuff?
Because it's like a heritage
But
thing.
because they didn't have refrigeration and stuff, so they would ferment fish underground.
Yeah.
They would bury it, and then that would get them through the winter, and they'd be eating like fermented shark and stuff.
Yeah, that would smell awful.
Yeah, brutal.
Have you ever smelled rotting fish?
Yes, I've
Yeah.
smelled rotting fich.
Yeah, it's 1,000 times worse.
It makes
than
you
that.
like cry involuntarily.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's so gross.
It is gross.
It's not meant for people consumption.
No. Fuck, who do you feed it to then?
Swedes.
Not people. We don't feed it to people. We feed it to Scandinavians.
Yeah, they're totally different.
They are different.
They're a different breed.
They don't need sunlight.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
They don't eat sunlight and they eat pickled fish.
Yeah, doesn't it seem odd to you that they're white as fuck
Mm-hmm.
and they live in the middle of the Arctic?
Yeah.
And, like, if they were black, then they would at least absorb some warmth from the sun. But they don't. They just reflect away all the stuff the rest of us need to live.
They look like angels.
Yeah.
Just shimmering
They're
in
like
the sun.
they're like cheap Twilight knockoffs.
I like the turn that the podcast has taken against Nordic people. Like, you know who actually fucking sucks? Norway, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, kind of.
Yeah.
Iceland. Fuck those guys.
Dude, it's actually so funny though. Like, all those really. Where's Helsinki? Finland.
Finland, yeah.
Yeah, so Finland, like, I love ripping on Finland.
Yeah, they're funny.
The Finns,
They're funny people.
they think they're the shit, but then you talk to them about, like, life living there, and they're like, we have the best society. And
Yeah, they
it's
do.
like, they think they do, but then you talk to them about living there, and they have all these fucked up rules about their housing and, like, what they can do and stuff, and, like, how they're super constricted on everything, and it's like, you sound not happy at all.
Not everyone in the world wants to be North American piggies.
I know, but when I talk to them about it, they don't seem happy about all the rules.
No, they just don't seem happy. They're not
happy.
and like they enjoy their life, but they're not going to outwardly be happy.
They're not happy. They're content.
They're content. But
They've reached like max contentment without being really
Nirvana.
happy. No.
They've reached nirvana.
No, I'm much happier shooting guns into a forest.
Yeah,
and
but you're not-
fucking blowing shit up. Shooting fucking.
You're distracting yourself.
I'm much
'cause you're not
happier
happy.
shooting tannerite and driving
They all
fucking
own guns in
diesels.
Finland.
Yeah, but they are like, we must be responsible, and it is how we can protect the country. It's like, oh
Yeah,
my
what a bunch of pussies.
what a bunch of pussies.
Not everyone needs lifted trucks and Big Macs and internet porn.
It's funny.
Some people are just happy swimming in a lake and drinking vodka.
Why is it then that the whole world wants to achieve the American dream?
Because I think it's propagandized. I don't think they actually do.
No.
And I don't think the whole world... I think if you ask most Europeans, they're very high and mighty on that they're not American.
Okay, Europe is the only exception.
It's like, would you rather be American? I think you'd get laughed at.
Yeah, they don't
'Cause-
want to be.
Only North Americans think that everyone wants to be North American.
Good.
Yeah, it's ours, bitch.
Yeah, good. It's ours. Stay out. Go back to France.
You frog!
Goddamn francophone.
Goddamn European
I love the
communist.
French, though, to be honest.
This is just where we disagree.
Do you remember the show The Wild Thornberrys?
Yeah, Rugrats, right? With Nigel Thornberry?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Rugrats universe.
Oh, is it the same universe?
Yeah, it's the Rugrats. Yeah.
Okay.
With the little fucking wild kids.
Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah.
Johnny, the little ape kid.
Yeah. He reminds me of you.
Do you know who plays Donnie?
Who?
Do you know who the voice is?
No.
Flea.
From fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes.
No way.
Swear to God.
That makes sense.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That show was fucking awesome.
The Wild Thornberry?
Yeah, I
Nigel
loved it.
Thornberry?
Yeah,
What
Nigel
would he say?
Thornberry.
He had a fucking catchphrase.
Oh,
and I'm
fuck.
blanking on it.
Yeah, I am
Because he had
too.
that fucking... He had a ridiculous British accent. Like,
Yeah, he
very
did.
posh.
Well, and he had a gigantic nose.
Yeah, as the British do. And he would be wearing the fucking, like, explorer outfit with the...
Yeah.
With the pith
Well,
hat.
because that's what they did. They traveled around.
Yeah, that's what the British did. They just explored.
Nigel Thornberry catchphrase.
Yeah, what was it?
Smashing.
Yeah, smashing!
Yeah. Smashing.
What made you think of the Wild Thornberries?
I don't know. I can't remember where I saw them. And I was like, what is that? I know that TV show.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, and I looked it up. I'm like, Wild Thornberries.
You ever see that picture where it's like, the Rugrats' parents, like, used to look like adults when you were a kid, and now that you were older, they just kind of look like our friends?
What?
I'll show you the picture. I'll make it the thumbnail of this podcast.
Yeah, that'll be fucking awesome.
Rugrats look like your friends. Look at this picture. 20 years ago, they looked like adults. Now they just look like your friends. That is our friend group.
Oh, man. Oh, fuck. That's actually our friend group.
That's all of us.
Yeah. That's actually our friend group. That's brutal.
Oh. Yeah.
What? Show the camera.
I'll show the camera. Look at these motherfuckers. This way.
That's just the boys going in the pool.
That is the boys. When we had that pool day that one time, that's what we looked like.
I didn't go to the pool day.
No?
No.
Oh,
At
okay.
Alex's house? Oh.
At Brian's house? Yeah.
At Dead Inside?
Yeah, Dead Inside's house.
Yeah. Fuck.
Dude, I was like a upper class white dude. I was playing bocce ball.
You played bocce
I
ball?
played fucking bocce ball.
How do you play bocce ball?
You just throw a ball, and then everyone else throws another ball and tries to get close to it.
Really?
That's all bocce ball is. And whoever gets closest wins the point, and then that person throws the next ball. It's like the dumbest game. It's like the fucking stupid games they would make up in the 1700s.
Is that the one with the ridge where they roll the ball along, or is that lawn bowling?
That's lawn bowling. And then there's croquet.
Have you seen lawn bowling champs?
No.
They do some crazy shit.
That's the thing. Any stupid game you can think of, there's
a pro
like 20
level.
dudes that are really fucking good at it.
Yeah.
And they like make money doing it.
Yeah.
Prime example is darts.
Why is darts dumb shit?
Well, it's not dumb shit, but it's not like a sport.
I'm good at darts. It is a sport.
Okay, fine. Darts is a sport, I guess. It's the only sport you can play one-handed and the other hand's holding a beer. These guys actively catch a buzz by the end of the tournament.
Yeah.
And there's like a fucking football stadium in the UK and just people going nuts.
Dude,
Watching people
get
play
fucking
darts.
lit.
Yeah.
They get hyped about fucking darts in the UK. It's
I know.
crazy.
UK does sports better, I will say.
You think so?
Yes.
Why?
Just for darts, like European football games with the
Okay.
chants and the big flags that they move along the whole outside of the stadium, I think they do sports participation better than we do in North America.
Interesting.
Americans haven't figured out the chants yet. Have you heard like British chants at soccer games?
Yeah.
They'll like have whole songs made up that they'll all figure out in the parking lot or outside before the game.
Yeah, but we don't do that.
No, it's like, here we go, Lions, here we go. That's about as far as it goes. It's pretty lame.
I hate that.
Yeah, I know.
That's annoying.
We do the wave. I'm so sick of the wave.
The
at
wave,
games.
it, for me, is like, fuck off. I don't want to get up.
Yeah, no, I'm sitting
beer.
down.
I have a beer. I'm
I will
relaxing.
get up if something cool happens.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
wave
Woo!
is the wave is not cool. Who thinks that the wave's cool?
Lots of people.
Boring people.
Yeah,
Kids.
well, that's most of the world. Is
Yeah, I
boring
know.
people.
Well, compared to us,
yeah, they're boring.
they're boring. I
Sorry,
couldn't
guys.
imagine.
You're just
Sorry.
You're just not as awesome as J Money and C Griff.
Yeah, we do cool stuff.
Yeah, we do cool stuff like work all the time.
Like
and,
work all the time, get drunk.
and
we have a podcast.
And wait to die.
And wait, and just marking days down.
Yeah,
Every 5, I get to go the other way. It's awesome.
it's so much
I
fun.
rot in a prison inside my mind.
Yeah.
Just waiting to die.
I am a
and then one day I'm
caged
going to
bird.
turn 35 and look back on my wasted youth and blow my brains out. It's going to be awesome.
Oh,
I can't wait. I'm going to do it in such a fun way, too.
that's why we gotta travel. We gotta travel. We should take the fucking Reasonable Doubt podcast
On the
global.
road.
Dude, we should.
The Reasonable Doubt Tour.
The Reasonable Doubt tour. Go on the road. How fun would
Every
that be?
major city on the East Coast.
on the East Coast, Halifax.
No, the East, like New York.
Oh,
Boston.
okay. Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, why not? Play, and then just like, don't do any crowd. Just like book hotel rooms and record the podcast.
That's what I'm
in
saying. We
different
should.
studios, and then just take it as a trip.
That'd be
We're going on tour. No tickets are for sale.
We're just gonna hang out in the city.
We're just driving with a bunch of audio equipment, and we're gonna probably go to bars.
We should do it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like, and then write it
If
off.
I can book 5 shows where we're actually have a crowd and we're doing the Reasonable Doubt podcast,
Would it
live,
would just be like this with people around?
I guess we'd be like shooting the shit with them. You know?
Yeah, how much crowd participation do you want? I don't want that much.
I don't want that much, but I'd like listen to some fucking dumbass tell me something.
You think you could take down a heckler? I bet you'd freeze.
100%.
No,
I
you'd
could
freeze. You would just say something gross.
I would. Yeah. Yeah, I just.
You would just like say something about his mom's pussy.
Yeah, just double down. Double down.
Just
Well,
I had sex with your mom.
Yeah, he'd be like, I fucked your mom. I'd be like, oh yeah, you so funny, fucking retard.
He did not.
Shut up, dude.
Show's over. I can't do this.
We're fucking done the show.
If you guys aren't gonna be respectful, we're gonna leave. We paid good money to be up here.
The strip is costing us like $8,000, dude.
No, we pay people to come. That's how we have a crowd.
Oh yeah,
and then
that's
just take
fair.
pictures of us with the crowd and make it look like we're more famous than we are.
That is actually a genius.
It's
idea.
like how my mom used to pay people to be my friend when I was young.
Your mom what?
Used to pay people to be my
Are
friend.
you joking?
Yes, I'm joking.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, I could be lying. And
Like
then
there was
saving
that
face.
check that your mom gave me and Ryan.
That wasn't for that. It was for something else. That wasn't for being my friend. Must have been a big check for you to hold out this long.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Ryan don't have to work.
You guys are set. Up until 2027, then you guys are just going to disappear.
Yeah, then we're done here. There's a contract in place. Did you see this fucking crazy shit?
What crazy shit?
Actually, no. We were just talking about darts. I'll talk about this.
Okay.
Magneto,
Okay.
the X-Man,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you like be the world's best dart player?
That's a good point.
Right? You could just like triple 20, triple 20, triple
180!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just fucking bang triple 20 all day.
Was Magneto the one that went through the Holocaust? Or was that
I
the...
think it's him.
Was that Xavier?
I think Magneto went through the Holocaust. Yeah.
Yeah? Because I remember seeing an animated thing of the X-Men where one of the, like, other guy's powers made him relive the Holocaust in his head for, like, 5 seconds. Which is, like...
Xavier can probably make him relive it.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Which is fucking brutal.
Yeah, that's a shit thing to do to someone.
Yeah, like, what if superpowers were just, like, horrible but in a different way? Like, I hit you with a ray that gives you AIDS.
Yeah, what?
Or, like, I make
Can
you
you imagine?
think you're in the Holocaust.
Yeah, like,
Or, like,
you're a Jewish person in the Holocaust. Boom.
boom. Or, like, mind control. You're a person on a plane during 9/11.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're in the Twin Towers.
You're
during
hijacking
9/11.
the plane
Yeah.
against your will.
Oh my god.
That would be sick. We should start writing, like, just a really, like, out-of-universe shitty supervillain.
Yo, we actually should. That's a genius. We should cut this.
No. No.
That's a genius
It's a
idea.
copyrighted podcast. We're good. They can't take it. It's
Really?
intellectual property, yeah.
Okay, so everything we just said, I actually...
Yeah, we have the rights to that.
That's ours. Fuck off. That's a genius idea.
Just like, miscarriage.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're a genius.
That would be... And
Yeah.
then all the other
Miscarriage. 9
superheroes
months. Miscarriage.
and all the other supervillains would band together to stop this guy because they'd be like, that's too much.
Yeah.
Like, all the other villains would be like, we don't fuck with this guy.
Whoa.
You're supposed to knock some buildings over, guy.
Yeah, come on.
Not like give
yeah,
someone...
can you imagine?
Just like, your son has cancer. Like, not even the person you're fighting. Your mom has dementia.
yeah.
And
Alzheimer's, late stage. Yeah.
You're just like an evil wizard. that-
Oh, you're like glaucoma.
-1 testicle.
What a fucking awesome
You're like an
superpower.
evil. You're just like a super evil wizard. Like, I
Yeah.
cast castration.
Cleft lip.
Speech impediment. Just evil shit. I can't. Social anxiety.
yeah, you take some guy's really confident and he's like, oh, fucking tell you, social anxiety.
Hit Superman with stutter.
Yeah. Oh, man.
That is fucked.
2 scoops of autism for you.
Permanent limp. Ingrown
Oh,
toenails.
yeah, Usain Bolt? Ingrown toenail, bitch. Run now. Run away now, motherfucker.
Shit that'll affect you in like 6 months. High sugar diet.
Yeah. Pre-diabetic.
No Ozempic.
Oh, man.
That'd be everything costs you 10 times as much money.
Dude, can you imagine?
We gotta
write some of them.
We gotta write some like Dr. Unfortunate Circumstances.
Yeah.
That's his name.
Dr. Unfortunate Circumstances.
He's got like a big staff.
Leprosy.
Leprosy.
That's a cool one.
The plague.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, fuck. That's actually a really good idea. I hope someone's got to have done something like that before, but I really hope not.
We should just do it.
Cleft lip.
We should just do it. Yeah.
Cavities.
Yeah. 4 cavities. You're done.
Oh, fuck. If I had those powers, I'd be using them all the time. Someone cuts me off in traffic, you're like, half your gas gone.
Yeah, seriously. I would get some bitch just give me the wrong look at the grocery store. I'd be like, yeah, deaf in the left. Fuck you. Hear me now, bitch. You can't.
Somebody takes the last thing at the grocery store and you cast that every time they go and put their key into their lock, they drop their keys. Every time.
Oh, man. Dead phone battery.
Erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, some dude with a super hot wife. ED, bitch. Get it. You can't. Anyway.
Oh, there's fucking legs to that idea.
Dude, there's a lot of legs to that idea.
Dr. Unforeseen Circumstances.
Yeah, that's fucking wonderful. That's a great idea. That could be the world's coolest superhero.
Or villain.
I
think he would be neutral. I don't think he would be serving a greater force. He would just be doing his own shit.
He's just fucking shit up.
We could do most of this.
Yeah, you just animate it.
No. I mean, you could have this superpower if you're sneaky enough.
Oh, you could.
Like, not all the way. You couldn't give someone erectile dysfunction.
Just like walk up and dump sugar in people's mouth when they're going to bed.
Or like I cast
cavities.
Flat tire and then you just slash the tire.
Wow. Yeah.
You know? That's just crimes.
Cancer. You just fucking get one of those like radiation machines. Hit them every day.
Yeah, take the door off a microwave and stick it under their bed and turn it on. They'll never know.
Every day.
And just blast their back with radiation.
And they get back cancer.
Cancer of the back.
Can you imagine?
Ugh.
What would even happen?
Your spine would probably just...
You think they're like, nah.
It would just be your spine.
Can you imagine some shit like that? Like, fucking hit some, like, 45-year-old dude living his life, and you're like, spina bifida. Scoliosis. Oh, God! That sucks, doesn't it?
Because you could go...
You remember those kids you bullied, you douchebag?
You could go super tame with it, though, like rocking your shoe.
Yeah, forever, though.
Forever, though. And you can't... Every time you take your shoe off and shake it, nothing comes out.
Yeah.
And then the second you put it back on, the rocks move.
Back in there. It's great.
Rocking your shoe.
Did you hear about the Air Force guy?
That lit himself on fire?
Yo, I want to get into this a little bit.
Yeah, hardcore.
Yeah. Dude lit himself on fire at a U.S. embassy.
And screamed...
Or at an Israeli embassy on U.S. soil.
Yeah, and screamed Free Palestine until he died. He screamed it like 4 times.
What?
Yeah. Just stood there and took it and screamed.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Did you see the video of it?
No.
It's gnarly. I wouldn't recommend it. It's one of those... It's like, you know those videos you watch when you're 13 on the internet that kind of change your life?
Yeah.
Because you see a guy get his head sawn off and now it's all you can think about.
He literally just burns to death.
Yeah, he's got like gas in his water bottle and covers himself in it and then lights himself on fire and stands there until he dies.
Do they put him out?
They try to, but he's like he either died later or died on the spot. But yeah, the Israelis come out pointing guns at him.
Really?
Of the embassy, yeah. Which is another thing I'm thinking of, okay? So if you're Israeli, you're not a citizen of the United States. You're an
Yeah.
Israeli citizen, right? At
Yeah.
your embassy, which is Israeli soil or whatever.
Yeah.
But when you leave
It's
the
not
embassy,
Israeli soil.
aren't
It's-
embassies like
No,
technically
it's an
sovereign?
easement.
Okay.
It's not. They don't own pieces.
Okay.
No, the U.S., the United States, does not give up land to infidels.
But I'm saying, if you're an Israeli and you've come out of the embassy and you're pointing a gun at an American soldier
You're
on American soil,
Dude,
you're not American.
you're
What gives you the right to do that?
I'm gonna be honest. What the fuck are you doing on U.S. soil pointing a gun at a U.S. soldier? Why don't you check your fucking self?
Yeah, because
You
that
know,
happened.
like-
That happened a couple months ago. There were like Free Palestine movements at colleges and stuff, and
Yeah.
they found out Israeli agents were like within that crowd trying to like make it more violent or break it up or whatever. But there were Israeli citizens there trying to infiltrate
Undercover,
this,
yeah.
and it's like we found out that foreign actors, like citizens from other countries, are trying to disrupt a peaceful American protest.
Yeah.
And they're just like, well,
No,
you
I
can't
know.
you kind of can't let that happen. You
No,
know what
you
I mean?
can't. On principle,
Just for
you
the
have
fact-
to. Man, okay.
Just because it's Israel, you're fine with it? Like,
This is what I don't understand.
That's
is
a separate
on
country.
principle, it needs to be like, okay, you need to just tell these people, like, I'm sorry, you can't fucking do that.
yeah,
Like, no, it's time for you to get the fuck out. Now you've overstepped your bounds.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you've overstepped your bounds. That should be a hindrance on the relationship between Israel and the
But for
States.
some reason, it's not. It's like Israel is its own country, except when it's an extension of America for some reason.
Yeah, I don't understand.
But it's not America, and they can make their own decisions and do their own things. But they're like solely propped up by America
And Britain.
and Britain, but less so now.
Less so
It's
now.
mostly America
Yeah.
propping them up. So it's like, are you your own country or are you not?
I don't understand though, because like Biden has retracted a lot of stuff from Israel. Like, a
Well,
lot
yeah,
of the
now it's
support
getting too
from
much.
Israel.
It's become too much for even like most Americans to stand. Usually Americans are very pro-Israel.
Yeah,
Very, very, because they hate brown people. So they're very,
yeah, that's
like,
what it is. Yeah,
but like, you can only kill so many innocent people before people start being like,
that's the thing.
"Oh."
On both sides of that war, there's so many fucking war crimes going on
Yeah.
that it's like you can't support either of these people in good conscience.
Even like, not even just morally support, the U.S. sends like so many guns, so much money,
Yeah.
so much aid. Like,
This is the
tax
problem.
dollars are actively funding it.
I understand supporting Palestine because Israel's received so much like actual fiscal support and then like weapon support. So then it's like, okay, you're supporting Palestine to try and counterbalance, but I think both of them are in the shit here.
Yeah,
Frankly,
pretty much.
like I think both of them are in the shit. Both of you have committed a bunch of war crimes. You've both done horrible things. You both killed a bunch of innocent children. So as far as I'm concerned, Israel needs to get checked of like,
Well,
that's
this is
enough fucking overstepping your bounds.
This has been Israel's play forever, though. Is they have to share. They've been told that they have to share this land with the Palestinians,
And they don't want to.
and they don't want to. So they're systematically.
The only reason they're
pushing
there
them
is
out.
because we put them there after World War II.
Yes, but there were already people living there.
Yeah.
So when we put
Yeah.
them there, like, you have to share.
No, but hold on.
Yeah,
Josh, you're forgetting an important thing here.
yeah. Oh.
God told a
Oh,
guy a
of
long
course.
time ago that that's their land,
Yeah, fucking.
right? It's crazy.
So
But
I
you
made
know
up.
what's really
I made up
weird
version-
about this is that when God tells the homeless guy at the corner
Yeah.
that it's his land, we don't do anything for that. So
Well-
what fucking changed?
Well,
it's a stupid fucking
You
concept.
sound kind of anti-Semitic.
I just think it's a retarded ideal.
It is.
It really, really bothers me.
I hate it when, like, because there's no arguing it, because if they're religious, you can't argue that. But like your final,
I can argue.
yeah,
I can.
but you're never
Yeah.
going to convince them.
No.
But the pillar of it is like, well, the made-up guy in the sky told me that it's.
Yeah, like what?
Oh well, in that case,
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry.
Fuck all the people living there. Then.
Yeah,
my bad.
Well, and you know what kills me? The argument that I heard. So I was listening to the fucking Israeli protests that went on in London,
Mm-hmm.
and they were chanting that to save God's chosen people.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, do you know how fucking evil that is? That you're even that's evil.
Most Jews have kind of calmed down on the God's chosen people.
Yeah, they have.
Because
Jewish people, to be clear, are like very reasonable. All the ones I know,
yeah,
are very reasonable, intelligent people. Mm. They're very normal. They're very nice.
Yeah,
you know, like they're good, well-balanced human beings. But the Israeli bullshit is.
But that was like the number one thing that people were anti-Semitic about. Was the whole God's chosen people thing.
Because they believe they're a superior race.
They believe they're a superior race. That was like a whole tenet of anti-Semitism. Yeah. So they were like, maybe we shouldn't be screaming this all the time, and people wouldn't hate us so much. And then now all of a sudden they're like, maybe we should start saying it again.
Yeah.
It's like, no, don't.
No, don't, because it makes people angry. Don't say that.
Yeah.
It's your religious belief, and that's fine. Believe it in your own. Don't yell that at people because people get really angry.
It's like there's a lot of Christians that like support Jews, but like listen to some of the stuff that Jewish people say, and they don't really like you all that much.
Yeah, like that's the thing. You can't say to a fucking like God-fearing Christian that you're God's chosen people and they're not. And they're like, are you kidding me? They dedicate their whole fucking life to Jesus, like.
Well, that's what everyone
can't do that to people. That's not nice.
That's what everyone was so upset about Muslims for. That's why everyone was so scared of Muslims because of jihad. And they're like, oh, they're gonna wage a holy war because they're the chosen people.
Yeah,
it's like, but
you can't do that.
Jews can look American, so
yeah,
I'm not scared of them.
You can't. Yeah, you can't do that with people in any facet of any form of religion. It's not okay to believe you're superior.
But they all do.
Japanese.
All religions think they're the superior people.
I believe the Japanese are superior, but I don't tell people that.
I don't tell, especially them.
Yeah, I don't tell them because it's fucking
I don't need
ego
I don't need to inflate those egos.
Yeah, like, Amy, calm down.
You know who the action... Never mind.
Yeah.
You know who the actual superior people are? Sanitation workers. Thank a sanitation worker.
Thank you. I'm a plumber. I'm a sanitation worker. Yeah. You're right.
You know how dirty...
You're welcome for not having the fucking plague anymore, assholes.
Yeah, you guys should get Israel.
We actually didn't get any shout out during COVID.
I think you guys did.
No. Everyone's talking about nurses and not doctors, and fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. I'm sorry. Plumbers didn't get a fucking day off work. If you were a service plumber, you still had to go and deal with people's shit all the time.
Their COVID-y poops.
Yeah, it was gross, dude.
No one thanked restaurant workers. I'll say that.
Yeah. Still got food.
Yeah.
Bitches.
Still got all your takeout nights.
Yeah.
Because none of you guys know how to fucking cook.
To clarify, though, before we jump fully away from this, I do want to say that me and Josh are not anti-Semitic.
No.
I think that you should fucking... check what you say and how you might make another person
I think you should
feel.
nuke the whole Middle East. Turn it into glass, baby.
No, I like stuff in the Middle
East.
I like stuff in the Middle East. I like Jordan. Are you kidding me? Jordan's a prosperous country. United Arab Emirates, Dubai.
Dubai's not great.
Why not? They're a prosperous nation.
Built on slavery.
And so is the U.S.
Yeah, not great.
So
also
is
not
Canada.
Great.
So is Britain.
Also not great.
All of the countries that have done well.
Yeah, but this is much more recently.
Is it?
Yes.
No, Dakar.
No, Dubai. Look at Dubai 40 years ago.
Look.
It's not there.
Yeah, like, shit happens, you know?
Shit happens!
Josh, shit happens. You can't be mad at people all the time. I think, stop fighting.
You can't be... Enough is... The official stance of the Reasonable Doubt podcast...
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Stop fighting.
Pack it in.
It's not fucking worth it.
It's not fun anymore.
No, it's actually ruthless and awful. And let's not forget about Ukraine.
Yeah, enough is enough as well.
Those bastards are still fighting their ass off, kicking Russian ass.
Sort of.
They're still at war.
It's a stalemate. Yeah, they're still at war.
They're still at war.
They've devolved into trench warfare.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They're dug in on trenches.
What?
That's as far as they can go. It's been the stalemate so long that they both dug and built up trenches that are good enough that they're just going to be camping there. My official prediction is the war ends with borders drawn as they are right now, with Russia taking an eastern chunk of Ukraine out.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen.
And it's just going to be like that. And it's like, it's kind of a loss for both of them.
Yeah.
Because Ukraine loses a chunk of sovereign territory again, but Russia also loses 1 million people.
Did they lose?
They've lost a lot of people. I think they had 600... I think they lost like... Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Yeah, look it up. It's an interesting war. Both of them are, to be honest. The Palestine and Israel one, I think what people don't understand is like that shit's been going on for 80 years.
Mm.
It's been going on since World War II ended. The moment we put them there, it was problematic. Like, it was a bad thing. It was a bad way to deal with it. Like, you can't just take people and place them somewhere and then be like, yep, you're just going to be here now and there's going to be no issues. Like, that's, you can't do that.
Russia has lost 415,000 people dead.
Wow.
Plus 1.2 million wounded.
Yeah, that's pretty severe.
That is a lot.
Well, they couldn't take Ukraine, though.
No, but they took enough.
Yeah.
They took a pretty big chunk.
It is a really cool testament to how kind of trashed the Russian military is.
Yeah. Well, it's just war's changed. War isn't like how it used to be anymore.
No, but
it's not like boots on the ground.
That one was.
Yeah, I know. And how's it going?
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, you know how crazy that is to think about? To be honest, if it was the U.S. and Canada...
What do you mean? Like fighting each other?
Dude, if the U.S. walked into Ukraine, they would walk through Ukraine.
Yeah, exactly.
Russia, I'm shocked at how weak they've become.
Well, that's what happens when your country is run, one, by a dictator, and two, the Russian mob.
Yeah.
Where all these generals are in the mob's pockets. So every time each general gets funding for his division, he skims a little bit off the top. The mob gets a chunk. And then all of the contracts to building equipment and training people get sent off to his buddies, not necessarily the best person. So up top, they thought they had a really strong military. And then when it goes down to like actual units, they're not good at all. Yeah. They were told that they had to bring their own guns from home.
What?
They were told that they weren't getting body armor unless they bought it personally.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yeah, see, and Ukraine picked up with nothing and went at it and kicked ass.
Well, they also got funding from the entirety of NATO.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Are they going to be a NATO country now?
No.
Really? They still won't take it?
I don't think they'll take it.
Well, because Russia will just nuke them.
Yeah. Like, Ukraine becoming a NATO country would be such an act of aggression towards Russia that they would probably fly off the fucking handle. Especially with the losses they've already taken.
Well, they would literally nuke Ukraine because they don't want the U.S. on Russian doorstep.
No.
They're fine being on other sides of the world. There's tension there, but it's not that much. Like, I think it's fine. And if you put American military bases 40 kilometers off the Russian border, Russia's going to get mad.
Yeah, super mad.
Yeah, you can't do that. Like,
no.
It's such a stupid thing for the U.S. to have even proposed the idea.
Yeah.
Like, they caused the war.
No.
Yes,
Russia caused the war.
No.
When they invaded Crimea in 2014.
No. Russia responded to an act of aggression from the States. When the States went over there and pitched the idea of them joining NATO with pretty clearly outlined plans of them putting American military bases on Ukrainian soil, that's what caused the fucking war.
Well, you want to know how to piss off? You want to go back. Like,
that's what happened. Forever. You want to piss off a Russian? Say, hey, we're going to put Americans really close to you.
Well, they consider...
physically very close to you.
They do consider Ukraine as Russian territory as well.
Yeah. You can't give that up to NATO. No. They don't want that.
No. Plus, like, I don't think NATO really wants that.
Ukraine, no.
Because if you the more countries you put that close, if Russia does something and they invoke like an Article 5, then the U.S. actually has to go to war with Russia. And the U.S. actually going to war with Russia would probably end the world.
Yeah, it's madness.
That would probably, because they would just launch all the nukes right away.
Yeah. Are China and Russia still buddy-buddy?
Neutral.
China's
taking a step back because of how poorly it's going.
Really?
Yeah. They're kind of like, not my jam.
Good.
China was supporting Russia at the start, saw how it was going, and was like, I'm actually going to not be involved with this.
Yeah, this is bad.
It's bad optics, and it is really bad for business.
Yeah, it's bad for business.
Yeah.
That's plain and simple.
It's all about the business. It's all about the dollars, because if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
You know what I've not understood, unfortunately,
What's
is
that?
Why don't we nuke North Korea?
Because you'd kill a lot of people for no reason.
People who are in an incredible amount of suffering. Doctor-assisted suicide exists.
Are you talking about euthanizing North Korea?
Yeah, because they're a problematic risk to the public safety of the rest of the world.
They're not.
They are.
They're an overblown risk.
You think so?
Yeah, I think we've been propagandized about North Korea quite a bit. It's obviously a hell.
Why don't we just assassinate their government then? Like, I don't understand why we haven't done something to free these people.
Because
get involved.
China would get involved.
China's not going to fucking
North Korea's a puppet state of China, yeah.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
North Korea's a bunch of Looney Tunes.
Yeah, so this is my theory, is that China keeps them propped up so that no one looks at China for being the Looney Tunes in Asia. Because North Korea's right there. They're the crazies.
China is the Looney Tunes, yeah.
They're like the actual Looney Tunes. But if you get to be like, wow, look at North Korea. They're the Looney Tunes. And plus, like, I don't know. I find it hard to believe 90% of the stuff we hear about North Korea. Like, do you know that North Korean girl that was on Joe Rogan that just spewed, like, complete bullshit the whole time?
She's total bullshit. She's
like
on
a
interviews and stuff. I think she's total bullshit.
It's like, in North Korea, you're only allowed 3 hairstyles, or they feed you to dogs. It's like, that's not true at all.
If she was actually escaped from North Korea, she'd be dead for going on an interview.
Yeah, I think she may have actually escaped from North Korea, fine, but she's lying because she's made a career out of going on conservative talk shows and being like, look how horrible it is.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to hear about how
What's the deal with her? Where the fuck did she come from?
From what I hear, she just escaped from North Korea because people have done it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Because South Korea considers all of North Korea their citizens as well.
Oh, really?
So the second you escape and get to South Korea, they'll take you. Yeah. And they'll make sure you're not, like, fucking hunted down.
Yeah.
Because both of them consider themselves the true Korea, right?
Yeah.
So North Korea also considers all South Koreans North Koreans as well.
So what? If you left South Korea to go to North Korea,
they would take you, yeah.
Be like, you can be a part of our awesome
They'll probably
nation.
make sure you're not a spy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll take you.
Why?
But if you try to escape North Korea through China, they'll send you back. If you get caught by Chinese people, they'll send you back to North Korea.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they're partnered with North Korea. That's their thing.
That's fucked up people to partner with. Have you ever... Is China... Like, you ever thought about how they might just be really, really evil?
I guess.
Like, I don't think it's an okay thing going on there.
I'm cautious about it.
I'm cautious to say whatever I want. But I think that there's a lot of indicators of like an incredibly evil government structure.
I think the leaders of most countries are pretty evil.
Yeah,
and I think it's kind of par for the course.
It's just like you have to be evil.
You kind of like people don't get to that position of like running massive countries or corporations without being a little ruthless and throat cutty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't get to be the leader of a country if you're just a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like you have to play the game, right? So you have to
we should play the game. We're evil enough.
Like I think we should run for prime minister as a duo.
That'd be a pretty good one, actually.
I think we could be like the two of us.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty sick.
It's a better option than what we got going right now.
We could take like half the salary each, work half the days, do it part-time.
Oh.
It'd be fucking great.
I'd go full-time for half the pay.
It'd be fucking awesome.
You know how much fun that would be?
It would be fun. We get to throw parties, get to hang out with famous people, do a bunch of like wicked good blow.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome.
Idris Elba would get to bang our wives.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was just Trudeau.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. I mean, it's Idris Elba. What are you gonna do?
There's nothing you're gonna do.
There's nothing you can do. If he's got his fucking... He sets his sights. I don't know what sound I was going for there. I think I was going for Predator.
Oh.
But that's not at all the sound the Predator makes. He makes like a clicky sound.
Does he? All right. Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you very much. Wow, that hour flew by.
Yeah, it did.
Wow, okay.
I looked over and I saw it. We were over an hour.
Wow. Thank you so much for listening to that garbage.
Thanks very much, folks. Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting. We love you.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.
That was a good one.